So I have more ideas about uh, I was thinking about um, what was I saying, the the park, the barefoot park is that is a another idea I had was, okay, a lot of people love art and music and they don't consider, and I was thinking like a program where people go and they work at, they do like maybe 3 days of work or so a week, and the rest of the time they study multidisciplinary creative arts like yogic arts, painting, drawing, music. They might pick two main instruments to study, dance, and stuff like this. They can go and they can study those and practice those and build their life around that, sculpting, whatever. And they can live like in kind of like a communal dormitory sort of like setting where they have practice space and materials that they need. While and then the tuition would be to do 3 days of work community service of some sort. It might be going to senior citizens places, or and helping out senior citizens, serving them food, or helping disabled people out, or going to the hospital and changing sheets, or could be just picking up litter or recycling or doing stuff of this nature. So they'd be doing work like what, 24 hours a week. Then the rest of the time they could be taking lessons, attending seminars and classes, and um, practicing and honing their craft and learning new crafts and exercising, practicing, and studying. So that's one idea that I had, because a lot of people really love arts and music and dance, and they don't really get to practice it or hone it to a level that's, that where they could reach their highest potential. A lot of people have a lot of talent. They might not have talent to be successful in the world how it is now, and so they just have to get a job at Walmart or whatever, and put that off and not have time to practice it. And I think that a lot of good could come from people having a program like this, because art, just having people cultivating and sharing knowledge and studying and practicing, and has side benefits to it, a lot of good side benefits to it. They could themselves give lessons, and they could create a greater market for instruments and art supplies, and the art supplies that were needed to be bought could put money in the pockets of the art suppliers and the musical instrument builders and the music teachers and the art teachers and the dance teachers. And then they could give they could give lessons to other people who weren't in the program, outside. And then also they could still be doing some work, a 15 to 25 hour a week work schedule where they do some kind of socially beneficial work, like helping the elderly, helping the disabled, helping, these types of things. So I think it'd be really good, because there are a lot of people who are very talented and love art and music. It's not just a hobby. It's not just like I don't know what, doing jigsaw puzzles. Doing jigsaw puzzles might be a hobby, but practicing music or painting, it's a discipline. It's a spiritual process. It's It's something where you're developing skill. It's emergent. It's continuously through life, and it's beneficial on in many different ways. And it's not the same as just doing jigsaw puzzles or playing video games or something. That's a hobby. Art and music and creative arts and stuff. They're disciplines. They're spiritual. They they benefit society as a whole in many different ways. So I think that if we promoted art and music and stuff more in that way, rather than just the way that we have it, where it's all set up around the market system, where either you're successful or you're not, and if you're not successful, you must automatically suck or something. But that's not how it really is. There's a lot of people with a lot of talent who can do a lot of things and could reach high potentials, and by them doing this would also bring about other good, positive aspects to society and to themselves and to their family and to other people. So I think we should have something like that. So that's another idea. The other idea, so this is part two of that again. The first one was about the bicycle, the hike bike. The first two ideas and the last one were the hike bike and the sprawling network of trails. And the second one was, what was the second? The second idea was the playground, or the creative workout, play barefoot park, or whatever. This third one is the idea for a program for an arts public service program. Okay, now this final idea is kind of like the Peace Corps, only similar to the Peace Corps, but not exactly like it. This idea would be kind of like people go into a sort of like the military, where you get training, a basic training, where you can learn, martial, but you don't get trained with guns or weapons. You get trained just to do martial arts, and you get in physically good shape, and there's discipline. But you learn skills to build build infrastructure, to plant crops, to construction, plumbing, electrical skills like this. So you go there, you learn these skills, then you go overseas, and you teach these skills and you implement these skills, kind of like how they do in the Peace Corps. Only this is kind of like the military, though, in that you get scholarships for school, and maybe you get a lifelong benefits and stipend or something for doing it, and then it can also be right here in America, where you can go and help other people do stuff, organic agriculture, farm. But you go to a place and there's discipline involved, kind of like the army, like basic training, and you learn these skills, and there's kind of like a code of certain code of you can't really do drugs or get drunk or break some of the codes of when you enter into this, and kind of this discipline. Probably, maybe like on your vacation you can go and drink or whatever, but in general, when you're on duty and you're doing this, you're not allowed to do that stuff or get in trouble, or you probably get kicked out, just like with the army, some kind of code of behavior or whatnot. But like stuff like so something like this. So that's kind of like a sketch of some thoughts I was having, but I don't know, I wanted to get those out. I like creativity and stuff. I mean, I know these aren't genius thoughts or anything, and you don't have to be a genius to think about thought to think about, to live creatively, or have creative thoughts. You don't need to be, have 180 IQ to think creatively, or to suggest creative thoughts, or to engage in creative discussion. And it's just something that I like to do. I like to think of ideas and self-cultivate and learn and study and share thoughts and share ideas, and some of them are unconventional, and I just try to jog those ideas and make little variations on them in thoughts. I don't know, some people, I guess, just want to only think about a few things, and they think that for some reason if you go off into this territory that you're kind of a big-headed, you think that you're special or something, thinking this type of stuff. You're not special, you're not that smart, blah blah blah. There's so much put downs and antagonism in this world, and I don't think so. I think you can discuss creative ideas, and it doesn't mean that you think you're Einstein. So there's that. Well, that's all for now, and have a good day.